Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. Today, my group and I will be presenting our analysis on an interview conducted with an experienced English lecturer from a higher education institution. Throughout this presentation, we will discuss the background of the professional, the key findings obtained from the interview, and the valuable lesson we have learned as a student and future educators. To begin with, this presentation is based on an interview conducted with Miss Ayu, an English lecturer at a higher education institution in Sarawak. She holds a degree in English Language Studies from University Science Malaysia and has several years of teaching experience at both secondary and tertiary levels. In terms of her professional roles, Miss Ayu is responsible for lesson planning, delivering lecture, assessing student work, and providing academic guidance. She is also involved in curriculum alignment and student development activities. This can be clearly observed in the interview at around minute 1.07 until minute 2.10, where she explained her background, teaching experience, and current responsibilities as an educator.
Alright, so thank you for the invitation. So my name is Nur Izzatu Idayu binti Muhammad Amachu. You guys may call me Miss Ayu, and I'm currently an English lecturer at a higher education institution in Sarawak. I hold a degree in English Language Studies from University Science Malaysia. So I have several years of experience teaching English communication, academic writing, and also public speaking to diploma and also bachelor students. Prior to this, I also taught a secondary school level where I handle subjects such as Bahasa Melayu, Mathematics, Sports Science, and also Physical Education. So in my current role, my responsibilities include lesson planning, delivering lessons to students, assessing student work, and also providing academic guidance. Okay, in addition, I'm also involved in curriculum alignment and student development activities. My main focus now is to help students to communicate confidently and appropriately in both academic and also professional contexts.
Based on the interview, several key findings were identified regarding interpersonal and communication skill in education. One of the main findings is that clarity, active listening, and empathy are essential communication skills for educators. Ms. Ayu explained that clear instruction helps students understand expectation, while active listening and empathy allow educators to better understand student academic and personal concern. This can be seen at approximately minute 2.25 until 3.06, where she emphasized how this skill contribute to a positive and supportive learning environment.
So in my experience, the most essential communication skill are clarity, active listening, and also empathy. Because clarity ensures that instruction and explanation are easily for students to understood, especially for students with varying language proficiency. Alright, and then furthermore, active listening allow me to understand student concerns, whether academic or personals. Empathy is equally important because students learn better when they feel respected and also supported. Together, these skills create a positive and effective learning environment.
The interview also highlights how communication skills are applied in real teaching situations. For instance, Ms. Ayu shared an experience involving a quiet student who was struggling academically. Instead of focusing solely on a performance, she used active listening during a one-on-one consultation. By using open-ended questions and maintaining a non-judgmental tone, the student felt more comfortable sharing their difficulties. This example can be observed at around minute 3.16 until 4.03, serving as evidence of how effective communication helps build trust and improve learning outcome.
Alright, so one example involved a student who was struggling academically but was very quiet in class. Instead of immediately focusing On performance, I use active listening during a one-to-one consultation. By asking open-ended question and maintaining a non-judgmental tone, the student will feel comfortable sharing their difficulties. So as a result, I was able to adjust my teaching approach and provide targeted support. So this situation shows how effective communication can build trust and improve learning outcome from the student itself.
Another important finding from the interview related to the use of technology in educational communication. Ms. Ayu mentioned that she regularly uses digital platforms such as Google Classroom, emails, learning management system, and messaging platform to communicate with students and manage academic materials. This can be seen at approximately minute 4.42 until 5.04, where she explained how technology allows communication to be faster, more organized, and more accessible for students.
I regularly use platforms such as Google Classroom for my student, also email, learning management system, okay, as you guys use right now, which is Canvas, Urox, right, and presentation tools. This platform help me to organize the materials, communication announcement clearly, and provide timely feedback. Besides that, messaging platforms are useful for quick clarification, while formal matters are handled through email to maintain my professionalism. Technology allows communication to be more efficient and accessible for students.
However, the interview also revealed that technology has changed communication expectations. Ms. Ayu pointed out that students now expect quicker responses, which make it important for educators to set clear communication boundaries. This is evident at around minute 5:15 until 5:46, where she discusses the importance of balancing accessibility with professionalism in digital communication.
Alright, so technology has significantly changed the way I communicate with the student. Communication is now more faster and more flexible, but it is also require clearer boundaries. For example, students expect for me to quick respond, so I set a clear communication guideline. Nonetheless, technology has enhanced engagement through interactive materials, online discussion, and also instant feedback.
In terms of professional writing, Ms. Ayu emphasized the importance of clarify, appropriate tone, and audience awareness when writing emails or academic documents. She also highlighted common mistakes made by students, such as using informal language, missing subject lines, and unclear requests. These points can be observed between minute 6:03 and minute 6:53 when she explains how she guides students by providing examples of proper email structure and professional writing.
When writing professional emails or academic document, I focus on clarity, tones, and also audience awareness. I ensure that the message is concise, polite, and well structured. In addition, I adjust my language depending on whether I am writing to the student or to my colleague or management. Proper greetings, clear subject line, and correct grammar are essential to maintain professionalism.
The interview further revealed the importance of nonverbal communication in teaching. Ms. Ayu explained that eye contact, facial expressions, and body language play a crucial role in encouraging student participation. However, she also shared that misunderstanding may occur when nonverbal cues are misinterpreted. This can be seen at around minute 7:43, where she explained how verbal clarification helps prevent miscommunication. In addition, Ms. Ayu highlighted the importance of respect and inclusivity in cross-cultural communication, especially in classroom with students from diverse backgrounds, as discussed at approximately minute 8:30.
Yes, I once have experienced the situation where students misinterpret a natural facial expression as disapproval. So when this happened, I address it by verbally clarifying my intention and encouraging open communication. This experience reminds me that non-verbal cues must be supported by a clear verbal message.
In the interview, Miss Ayu highlighted the importance of respect, openness, and inclusive discussion to create a safe learning environment. This can be seen at around minute 9:17, where she explained the need to use natural language and avoid assumption. She also mentioned that language barriers and fear of making mistakes often limit student participation. At approximately around 10:04, she explained how using visual aids, simplified explanation, and encouragement helps students become more confident and engaged.
Alright, so one common challenges is language proficiency and different communication style. Some students may be hesitant to speak due to the fear of making mistake. And then to overcome this, I usually use simplified explanation, visual aids, and also positive reinforcement. Therefore, students will feel more confident and willing to participate.
Another key finding from the interview is the role of communication in managing conflict and providing feedback. Ms. Ayu explained that conflicts during group work can be resolved through calm discussion, active listening, and focusing on solutions rather than personal differences. This can be observed at around minute 10:45. She also emphasized that constructive feedback should be specific, balanced, and aligned with learning outcome, as mentioned at approximately minute 12:00.
So I provide feedback that is specific, balanced, and also actionable. I highlight strength first, followed by areas for improvement, and then I ensure feedback in align with learning outcome to students to understand how to improve their academically.
Another important aspect discussed in the interview is how educators respond to student feedback. Ms. Ayu shared that she approaches student feedback with an open-minded and professional attitude even when the feedback is critical. Rather than viewing it negatively, she sees it as an opportunity for self-reflection and improvement. This can be seen at around minute 2:42, where she explained how reflecting on student feedback helped her continuously improve her teaching effectiveness and better meet student learning needs.
I view student feedback as an opportunity for growth. When feedback is critical, I remain open and professional. I reflect on valid points and make adjustments where necessary. Thus, feedback will help me to improve my teaching effectively and better meet student needs.
For this interview, we gained several valuable lessons as students and future educators. One important lesson is that effective communication is not only about delivering information but also about listening, understanding, and showing empathy towards students. We also learn the professional communication, particularly in emails and digital platforms, reflect an individual's credibility and professionalism. Additionally, the interview taught us that technology can enhance communication, but it must be used with clear boundaries to maintain professionalism.
From this interview, I learned that effective communication is a fundamental skill for educators, not only in delivering lessons, but also in understanding student needs. One important insight for me is the role of active listening in building trust between educators and students. The interview showed that when educators take time to listen without judgment, students are more willing to share their challenges. As a future educator, this interview has made me more aware of how my communication style can influence student confidence, motivation, and learning outcome. It encouraged me to practice clear, respectful, and empathetic communication in my future professional role.
From my perspective, this interview highlights the importance of professionalism in communication, especially in academic and digital settings. I learned that professional writing, such as emails, reflects a person's attitude, responsibility, and credibility. Small elements like proper greetings, clear subject lines, and polite language can make a significant difference in how messages are received. This interview has helped me reflect on my own communication habits and reminded me to be more mindful when communicating with lecturers and peers, particularly in formal and academic contexts.
For me, the most valuable lesson from this interview is the importance of empathy and inclusivity in communication. The discussion on cross-cultural communication and international students made me realize that educators need to be sensitive to different backgrounds, language abilities, and communication style. This interview has taught me that creating a safe and supportive learning environment requires patience, respect, and understanding. As a student and a future professional, I now see the importance of adapting my communication to ensure that everyone feels included and respected.